Hello, this is Bill Bateman, and welcome to Week 10 and Week 11. I'm going to be combining the welcome message for both this week and then the final exam, which you'll see in a moment actually opens in the middle of Week 10 and closes in what would have been the middle of Week 11. But I'll give you the exact dates and make that crystal clear here in a minute. But before we get to that, I want to go over the new material in Week 10. And you can see that we're going to be talking about distributions to shareholders and talk about some factors that are involved in the dividend policy decisions, give some examples of investor dividend preference, talk about other ways of rewarding stockholders through stock splits and stock dividends. We'll also be talking about capital structure. That basically is the amount of equity and the amount of debt that you have on your balance sheet. And we'll be talking about the factors that affect that and how it's more of an art than a science in determining what's the right amount of equity and what's the right amount of debt in your company. You'll see also that in Week 10, we'll have a quiz on the new material, and that quiz is open on Monday, March 12th at just before 6 o'clock p.m. So it should be open by the time you're reading this or watching this message, and it will close next Monday on the 19th just before midnight. So as normal, there are 10 multiple choice questions, and this will cover the new material on dividend policy and on capital structure. Now moving on to Week 11. The only thing in Week 11, as it's shown in the syllabus, is the final exam. And the final exam will be in two parts, as the other two exams were. Part 1 will consist of 24 multiple choice questions. You'll have an hour and a half to complete that. Part 2 will consist of 22 problem-based questions, and you'll have 2.5 hours to complete those questions. Now, both of these exams will be available at 5:59 in the morning. Both of these exams will remain available until March 21st, 2018 at just before midnight, 11:59 p.m. So you have more than a week to work on this exam. After a week from Wednesday, everything closes and the course is over and final grades will be calculated. So that brings it to a close this week. If you have any questions or concerns, please call, text, or email me. Again, as I've said in the past, the questions to the instructor doesn't always alert me right away, and there may be a day or two delay in getting back to you through that medium. If you call, text, or email, my response will be almost immediate, as many of you know. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.